Well, since our last interview, you and Charleston White got into it.
Yeah, man. And I'm glad you brung that up because I had no clue who the hell Charleston White was, bro.
Okay.
So, I'm in a movie called Double Crosses. And it's like full of like my people from Mississippi. A lot of people I'm really close with from Jackson, Mississippi. So we was having the movie premiere. And he's not even in the movie, so for some reason he comes out there, I didn't know him. I seen this man. I shook his hand and everything, bro. I had no clue who he was until somebody was like, oh, damn, Breezy, you don't know who that is? Mind you, I just was in jail all through the holidays where I got out about March. So everything that's going viral with him, I never seen and I never even paid attention to it. But somebody told me right then and there. So, I see him, I shake his hand, he walk in the crib and shit like that. And once my homie was like, oh, you don't know what that is? Oh, why? Look him up, you finna be mad. So I stayed on the porch for like 20 minutes and just watched that interview with Say Cheese where he was like Bond is the devil or some weird shit. So that's the only thing I seen at this point. So I just walk in the house on some cool shit. Like, I grabbed me a wood, started rolling up. I purposely stood across from him so it's something in between us because I know myself. So I was like, if I ask this old man a question, then he get crazy. I'm about to beat these niggas up in here. But it was just like, all right. I'm like, what you got against Chicago niggas? He stood there and just looked at me for a second too. Looked me up and down, sized me up and everything. He smoking his blunt. He said, man, I ain't never seen a nigga from Chicago in my life, homie. I'm from Texas, I don't know. So I'm like, shit, well, I'm from Chicago and I'm BD and Bond my homie. So what's up with that shit? Now, I'm not knowing he done said all of this crazy shit, though. Like, he done said some crazy. He's very disrespectful.
Well, yeah. I mean, in a new interview with Academics that just got released a couple days ago, he said Charleston White says King Von deserved to die.
And you feel me? I'd never seen none of this shit. I just seen the one interview that I got to watch right there. It basically almost in his presence. He's in the house behind me. Mm-hmm. And I seen it, so I just wanted to ask him questions. So it was smooth. It wasn't crazy or nothing. It was just like I asked him questions. He went from I don't know nobody from Chicago. Then I'm like, I'm BDM, woo woo. He instantly got to some revolutionary shit like, oh well, y'all killing black people. Y'all killing black people. We don't do that in Texas, homie. And I'm like, yeah, what that shit you saying cool, but you disrespecting somebody that we love deeply, that people love. He got family, he got kids and shit. You speaking like you on some black empowerment shit, but you disrespecting another black man because of a way that you feel about him type shit. Like, but he like, yeah, y'all killing black people. We don't do that. The bullets is for the revolution. Because they got like 2 or 3 little clips. They don't have the whole thing. They just got 2 or 3 little clips or whatever. And like, I respect the old nigga because he stood up for what he believed in. He basically like, shit, I'm on some better than us shit, but I'm like, you can't be trying to better us if you disrespecting black people and bringing them down or whatever, cool. So it got to the point to where he was just like, he started getting a little too rowdy for me. Like, oh yeah, well, I'ma die what I believe in. Y'all killing black people. I'm against all gang members and I'll die for this shit. So I politely was just like, look, listen here. Because they got a clip of me telling everybody like, hold on, wait. And I'm telling them like, these my people. So I tell them like, these my people that you in this room with. These are respectable, older gentlemen. I don't want you to feel like they backdoored you and flew you out here to get fucked up or whatever. But when you see me outside of this setting, I'm just letting you know, man to man, that it's going to be a problem. Like, beyond this is going to be a problem. So he get the man, I come to Chicago, book me. I mean, we going to book you then. He just, and watch I show up with the whole sheriff's department. So it's like, he's a person that he's dangerous, bro. And he's dangerous for the fact that he'll throw a rock at you and then call the police on you.
Well, he said he was going to call the police on you.
100%. 100%. He let that be known the whole weekend. Because I was around him the whole weekend. Like, he was in the same city. So it's like I bumped into him maybe 2 or 3 times. We had a personal conversation the second day. And what he's basically like, look, homie, I'm from Texas. I don't understand none of y'all got going on. Like I told you, I just be doing this for rappers. He's talking about let's do a podcast and sit down and have people understand and like basically on some slick apologize and shit. But I was cool on that though. I'm just like, get this nigga away from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep it at that. That's why he didn't do much. He didn't even say, he never even really mentioned me no more after that for a while. Cause he probably respect me cause I came to him on some man-to-man shit, like the shit you doing wrong, bro. But I'd never seen that, all that crazy. I seen that one little piece of that interview from Say Cheese. I never seen none of that crazy shit he said. I ain't gonna lie. I would have fucked around and had to fight with myself to not do nothing to him if I would have knew he been saying all the shit that he was saying. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, he basically like, nigga, fuck y'all, fuck everything y'all stand for. I don't give a fuck y'all homies. Ooh, he just disrespectful. So it's just, I don't know. He didn't disrespect me to my face or none of that shit. But me personally, I wish I would have knew, like, that he said majority of the shit that he said. I wish I would have knew before I even had that nice conversation with him. Cause I'm thinking he just said some little shit. I wouldn't even never even talked to him if I'd have knew he said all that shit. Cause anywhere it goes, when I was in Mississippi, I'm gonna go to jail for hitting an old man. That get on the internet and tell you all shit. Yeah, I'm gonna do whatever, but I'm gonna get you locked up at the same time. So it's like, I would have just had to be smart, but I probably would have just left though. I probably wouldn't even say, cause I'm dolo. I'm in Mississippi. I'm the only nigga from Chicago down here. These my people, and they flew him out here. There's some down south shit going on. He got his mans with him. You know what I'm saying? Like playing his security, and then they got other niggas that's on some security shit for him. Like, but yeah, I don't fuck that old nigga. He a troll, bro. It's like, that's why nobody do nothing to him when they see him, cause they know it's like, he ain't never killed nobody. He ain't never hurt nobody.
He was involved in the murder.
Like, no, I'm saying like to us. He ain't never did nothing to us. Like,
yeah, I mean, like 30 years ago.
You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't never did nothing personally. Like the shit he's saying out his mouth. That's just like, and then people was like, oh, you should have did this to him. You should have did this. You should have did this. Like, I didn't know he said half the shit, but that's just like somebody saying like, people, grandmas and granddaddies sit at home and talk shit about us all day. So that's like somebody saying like, oh, you just seen my grandma and she said, fuck your dead homie, why you ain't slap her? Like, come on, I'm not an idiot, bro. I did enough jail time to know. And niggas like, fuck that, you supposed to went to jail for your homie honor. Nah. Von wouldn't have went to jail for me at where he at because of what somebody said about me.
Yeah.
Like, he probably would have, the way he moved, he had a bunch of niggas around him, so they probably would have whooped him. But that would have, if I'd have had niggas around me that nobody knew and they couldn't pinpoint and shit like that, I would have never been there wanting to touch him. Like, to this day, if I see him, I'm not going to touch that old man. But if I got niggas around me that don't give a fuck about their life and they just want to crash out and I can't stop them from crashing, they going to fold that old nigga. They going to, But I'd try to stop him because it's still a senior citizen, bro. He's an old man. I got respect.
He's got one eye, too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I got respect for my elders because I got all my grandmas, great-grandmas. I got my dad in my life, moms, all that shit. So it's like, I would have never just been like, oh yeah, whoop that old nigga. You punch that old nigga the wrong way, he gonna die.
Right.
Right.